What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Too Many Opinions podcast. This is Jeannie.
And this is Sarah.
And Sarah, do you want to tell them what we're going to be speaking about today?
What we're speaking about is how do you know when a woman's checked out of a relationship?
We can only speak about women because we're women.
Hello, you guys already know, but you keep wanting us to put this little disclosure in here.
I'm sick of, you know what? This is the last time we're gonna say this disclosure because we cater to women. Period.
All right, so now everybody's on the same page. We cater to the women. Okay.
Right, and if you learn from this, great. If you don't, keep it pushing.
Amen.
Keep scrolling.
So this topic actually came from one of our male followers. Is that correct? Like he wanted to know how to tell when a woman's checked out. So most importantly, I'm going to say this is when your woman stops fighting. When your woman stops fighting and the noise becomes silence, it's over for you. It's over. I'm sorry. It's over. I don't know what else to say. Done. You're cooked.
We're going to start off also by saying women. Sorry, guys. Let me just get a little comfortable. Women try and they try and they try and they try. And it's true. Like you just said, they fight. They ask you, can we do this? Can we do that? But once they stop doing that, sometimes you can still be fighting like verbally, but be checked out in your mind already.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I feel like the most visible sign is when the noise becomes silence.
Absolutely.
That is 100% the most visible sign. I also think that there's a big sign where affection is no longer there. For example, if you've rejected your partner or if they've tried to show you love and then you've almost turned them down, like they went for a hug and you hit them with a little, and not like an affectionate partner hug, that's going to become less and less and less and less and less until it's gone.
Yeah. And once that's gone, like, yeah, that's the thing with women, guys. Like we've said before, when a woman is checked out, they're done. Like you could become Prince Charming and it's not going to faze them no more. It's like you should have became Prince Charming when I was begging you, but you didn't and I'm just done.
I feel like it's because we get cold-hearted by that point. Mm-hmm. Like whether it's the point of feeling vulnerable with your partner and they're ignoring it or you don't feel heard. I think not feeling heard in a relationship is probably the biggest downfall. Mm-hmm. Like your partner not listening to you, especially to things that bother you, is like, wow, you love me, but you don't love me enough to care about my well-being or what bothers me.
And women are pretty vocal.
Yeah. I'm not talking about a baby cry either. Every little thing. We're not talking about that.
No.
We are not talking about that. Those women
are annoying.
And annoying as hell. Not only to your man, to their men, but to us as well. They're fucking annoying.
Yeah,
so let's just clear that.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about when you have those heart-to-heart moments and she's expressing to you all these things. And that's the thing. Like, if you feel like those things are not, like, important, it doesn't matter what you feel. Like, if I say, I love it when I come home and I see the bed done. But to you, that's not a big deal. It's a big deal to me. So fulfill that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it makes me happy. What makes you happy may not make the other person happy. But it's just little things like that are so important.
Absolutely.
For you to pay attention. I feel like men don't pay attention. And we like blatantly draw out the picture for the guy. This is what I like. And it's like, ooh.
They don't pay attention when they don't want to pay attention. When they want to pay attention, they pay attention. If it has to do with video games or any of their hobbies.
Watching a basketball game. They know the schedule for that. They know when the basketball players and the football players are going to play the game. They know, like, that is true. What they want to know.
They know.
But
then when it comes to relationships, they turn the blind eye. I didn't know that that's what you wanted. No, you did, because I literally told you. Oh, but it's not a big deal. It's something small. We only argue about stupid stuff. Well, arguing about stupid stuff constantly is tiring.
Absolutely. Another thing I want to bring up too is, and this is the conversation me and my boyfriend have personally had, where women. Okay, it was hard for me to understand this concept, but men cannot read between the lines. You need to realize that. Okay. You need to realize that. Like, they're not built. Not saying all, but most, right? Most men are not made to read between the lines. They're not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, we've had this discussion where for Valentine's Day, he blatantly asks me, what do you want to do? And I tell him, no, babe, I just want to stay home and, watch a movie with you. Nothing crazy. Let's not spend money, yada, yada, yada. I don't want nothing. He goes, you don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. What happened? He came home with nothing.
He said, say less. I got you.
Nothing.
I'm going to get you nothing.
And he picks me up from work. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, he's at least going to have flowers for me in the car. Mind you, I don't give a shit about flowers, but it's just like the gesture, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm coming down the stairs. I'm like, I know he's going to. No, first I thought he was going to send me flowers to my job.
Okay.
So I'm waiting. All these other girls, I get them flowers. I get nothing.
Yo, that's the most disappointing part.
No, I think it's all right because when I get downstairs, when he picks me up, he's gonna surprise me with flowers. I get downstairs, nothing. I'm like, my blood is starting to boil now. So then
now you're like, no, they're at home.
Yeah. Exactly. That was my next step. I said, no, they're at home. They're at home. I know that
he got it set up. He got it.
I get home, nothing.
Nothing. Again,
nothing. So now at this point, I'm like, there's nothing's gonna happen. Then I see that he goes to sleep. It's like, I'm like, yo, are we really not gonna do nothing? And he's looking at me like, you said you didn't want to do anything. I'm like, yo, men are really just that dumb. He's like, and women are dumb because why is it that you can't just open your mouth and tell me exactly what you want to do?
Right.
And I'm like, he's like, this isn't like a Disney movie. Like, it's true. Like, we need to learn that men don't read between the lines. Ladies, if you want something, speak up. Yes, I want flowers. When in the day, I don't know. You figure it out. But I do want something. You figure it out. I want something.
I want to be made. I want to feel special on that day. However you want me to feel special, that will
make something happen.
That will make me happy.
Because they literally, you say something to them and they're gonna run with it.
Right. Meanwhile, you're like, damn. You didn't want to get me nothing?
Right, because then it's his birthday. Right? I'd be like, oh, babe, what do you want to do for your birthday? I don't want to do nothing. And they literally mean it. Nothing.
And then here we are planning a whole fucking surprise party.
Right, and then it doesn't matter because I'm like, I don't care. Like, he needs a birthday. Like, he needs to get a birthday. I'm going to do something for him. We do it and they're grateful. But in reality, if you wouldn't have done nothing for them, they would have been like, cool, because that's what they say what they mean. Like, I don't want nothing.
And meanwhile,
and then we expect the same respect. Like, I expect for me to say nothing and you to do it anyway.
Right. So it's like, I want you to treat me exactly how I treat you, even though I told you nothing. I still want you to do it.
And then he's looking at me like,
no.
But why? Why can't you just say something? It's like, I don't know, because that's the thing. Like, you want it to be a fairy tale. You want to be like, I told him nothing, but he still, he still understood me. And sis, open your mouth. Because if you don't open your mouth, they literally won't do nothing for you.
And I feel like, I feel like when you're in a relationship, especially when it's like a holiday like that and you start seeing everybody else get flowers and you don't, fucking melt, like, you really didn't send me nothing to my job.
And then people know that you're in a relationship, so they almost expect for you to post.
Right. Or they're like, "What, Jeannie, where's yours?" Or, "Sarah, where's yours?" And you're like, they're at home already. And you're like, meanwhile, we're fucking boiling. We're like, what the fuck? You didn't
like
send me shit.
That mask that's smiling and you see the
the tears crying underneath. No bullshit. That's really how it be.
Oh my God, that's so hilarious.
It's
true.
Really,
that's how it is.
I'm like, in the bathroom crying like, you really didn't love me enough to get me nothing.
Right. And then that's one of those, again, it goes back to communication. Like, you need to realize that the man's brain is never going to work like the woman's brain. Yeah. We are very detailed. We are very romantic. I mean, there's guys that
are hopeless romantics,
beasts,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That they will do that for you. But for the most part, sis,
no, you got to speak up for what it is that you want and set the expectation, right?
Yes.
But back to the topic, not to like go off, but like, what are other ways that you've seen some of either your friends or maybe that when you were in a relationship, what were signs that you knew you were checked out in a past relationship or
when things I'm trying to, sorry guys, I'm trying to like get it into into words, but like when they do something bad and they know that you're gonna bitch at them and you don't bitch anymore.
Yeah.
Forget the communication of love. Also the communication of hate or the communication of argument, that also goes away.
Yep.
Because you're just so tired that you don't want to guys, give me 1 second. Fuck.
I feel like another way that you can see that your partner is checked out is when not only like when you said like those arguments disappear, the affection disappears, but the want or need to spend quality time together. Like you start to see you're happier when you're not with your partner. Like, oh, I'd rather go do this by myself really quick than have you come with me and make me miserable in that moment.
Yeah.
And not that you're intentionally making me miserable, but your energy, like I can feel that you don't want to really be here. So
and piggybacking off that too is when you make yourself busy.
Yeah. Oh,
so that you don't have to deal with them at home.
Yeah.
So the less time you get to be at home with them, the better.
Yeah.
So you find yourself doing all these things like so that you're just not around.
And then
It's
you're like
just,
never home, and it's like, why am I never home? Oh, because I don't really want to be with
I don't
you.
feel comfortable at home with this person anymore.
Like, that's not my safe space.
Exactly. That is when you see that your partner's always busy and does not like say, oh my God, I have to stop real quick and go chill with my boyfriend because I miss him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see a lady just being busy and don't care to spend quality time with you, bro, she's
Done.
She's done.
She's done. And it's not even that she's entertaining someone else. It's just she probably doesn't even want to be around you anymore at this point. Like, that's just the reality of it. She's probably communicated, either begged, cried, pleaded, whatever. Nothing's happened. Nothing's been fixed. Nothing's changed. So she's like, fuck it. I'd rather just go and find my own happiness now. But then one day she's going to get the courage
to leave.
And she's going to leave.
Yeah, because a lot of the times women are comfortable, but they're checked out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm comfortable in the relationship. I know how these bills are going to get paid already. I know how we're going to eat. I know how everything's going to go down. So I'm comfortable, but I don't love you. I'm just checked out. I'm in another world already.
You know what I think it is too? People are afraid to be alone. And being alone is scary. Being alone is very scary, especially when you've been in a long-term relationship. Like, wow, how am I going to adapt to life now? How am I going to adapt? Like, you were my partner. Like, I looked forward to getting into bed and being the big spoon or being the little spoon or that good morning kiss or whatever. Like, all of that, those things that you used to cherish now become
nothing.
Nothing. They just evaporate. They were something that was so special that means nothing now. So it's like, wow, guys, you need to really pay attention to your girl or your guy because men get checked out too.
Absolutely, they do.
Men get checked out too, and it's like at that.
I feel like it's a difference though. Men check out. Sometimes they're not even checked out, but we're talking about the topic is checked out for now, right?
Right.
Men check out and cheat,
which is fucked up because it's like, why don't you just leave?
Women check out and stay. And that
makes no sense to me. I'm literally baffled.
Yeah. Women literally check out and stay again because of comfort, because of fear, because of a lot of things, because of kids, because of just reasons. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say when a woman checks out and there's been months of checked out and then they finally get the courage to leave and then they meet someone else and hop into the next relationship, a lot of people be like, well, she was cheating.
No.
She's not cheating. She's just been done with you for years now. She's been done. And you know that. You know that she's been done.
She's sick of your shit. That is what happened.
If she's not loving you no more, if she's not talking to you no more, if she's not even arguing with you no more,
there's
she's
no
still
intimacy.
There's no intimacy. Like, you really think that she was, like, she's not cheating on you, bro. She's just hard to leave. She finally mustered up that courage and found herself happiness. And now you think that she cheated. Now you want to call her a bird. No, she's just been done with you.
Yeah, so it's like now you need to lay in the bed that you made, guys. Like, that's just what it is. We need to stop always pointing the finger at the woman. Oh, they did this wrong. They did that wrong. Like, no, you guys didn't play your part either.
And then that space that you know when you break up out of a relationship and then you need that time to heal, there was already healing in the relationship.
Right.
There was already healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was already done. That period of healing is what they had when they was with you, when they stopped communicating, when they stopped loving you, and not when they move on quickly. It's a problem. It's not a problem. It's just that we were been done.
But don't get me wrong. There are instances where people don't see the breakup coming. I do believe that. Like, one partner just sort of wakes up and is like...
I feel like that's happened to me before. Not me, but when I broke up with the person, they didn't see that coming.
They didn't see it coming. So it's like... devastation. Like, what? And then that is the situation where the healing process takes longer because you're like, whoa, this person left or this person broke up with me. I thought we were in it for the long haul. I thought we were going to figure it out. I thought no matter how bad it was, we were going to come out the trenches and make it. You know what I mean? So then in those situations, I think healing's necessary, and it's not good to jump right into a relationship. It's not good to just start dating. You need that time to heal, reflect, things that we've all spoken about on our episode. Like, you need to go through those channels. So those situations are also around, guys. And if you want to hear more about that at a later time, you already know what to do. Let us know. But
absolutely. But like, kind of asking, like, people that didn't know that was coming, can you like elaborate more?
I mean, it could just be...
like, let's just say the woman's doing it all to keep her man happy, but then he automatically decides to leave or something. You kind of knew, though. if he's not loving you back the way you're loving him, you kind of knew that this was a possibility, though. Let's not act like we didn't know.
Okay, yeah. I mean, when
Maybe
things
the
aren't
cheating.
good,
Maybe you don't know if everything could be great, because there's relationships that I've seen that everything's great, but they get cheated on. That's different
that
to me.
doesn't even make sense to me. That seems like a sex problem, like a sex addiction.
Oh yeah,
that's
And
what that seems to me.
That's real. But I feel like that's when you kind of like are shocked. Like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Like, we're good and you're cheating on me. But when the person, like, I don't know if the person just leaves out of nowhere when you're shocked.
I think it's just not leaving out of nowhere. I think it's been thought about. I think they've thought about it. They didn't communicate it.
But the other person, you're saying that the other person had no idea.
Yeah. So, but I'm thinking the person who left knew it was coming. They've thought about it. So when they just up and leave, the other person's like, wait a second.
That's my question to you, though. Do you think that the other person had some kind of an inkling, though? Because you kind of know, though.
I feel like when there's turmoil in a relationship, it kind of is consuming. The whole relationship becomes turmoil now, right? Mm-hmm. So then it's like, okay, we're just having a rough patch. We're going to figure it out. But instead of figuring out, this person leaves. So it's like.
I see what you mean.
Right? Like it's not, oh, okay, yeah, it wasn't good, but I didn't expect you to leave or fucking break up, whatever. Like, holy shit. Mm-hmm. That's not what I was expecting, but now that's different.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Or they leave them because they think that they found someone better, which will be our next topic.
The grass ain't always greener on
that
the other
80-20.
side.
You really think you're leaving. You really think you're leaving for something great. And
that 20% ain't enough. That 20% that you weren't getting from your last partner doesn't turn out to be the full 80 with your new one.
Oh, I can't wait to get into that topic.
That is going to be a good one.
So what do you know any other signs of a person checking out of the relationship?
We talked about intimacy. We talk about like the arguments and noise getting silent.
Pettiness.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's petty now.
I feel like things that you would once do in a relationship, like that probably goes with the petty, like
you don't
folding
do it no more.
clothes, or like if they live together or anything, like the things that you would be like, oh honey, I'll do it, you know what I mean? Is like, no, take care of yourself. Take care of, like, oh, no, I'm not gonna go and be extra next to you and you're not even loving me. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I can't even understand how people think that's okay for you to treat your partner one way and they're not like loving you whatsoever the way you need to be loved. And then you're still doing everything. It's like, no, how can they not be petty? How can they not be upset? How can they not be mad?
Mm-hmm. And also I want to say too, for the woman that, because we got so much comments on that last video, for the woman that's mentally checked out, when you ladies get to that point, leave.
Just leave.
Don't continue to be checked out and still hope, because that's the thing. You could be checked out and still hope. And so now you're miserable, you're checked out, and you're still hoping, waiting for this miracle to happen. It's not going to happen. Leave.
And leave with the intention, and tell your partner, like, listen, right now this isn't working for us. I don't know what the future has, but if we're meant to be, we're meant to be.
We'll find
each other again, where you have time to grow, you have time to become the man you need to be, or I become the woman I need to be, and then we can get back together and be the power couple or whatever that you thought you were going to be originally.
Right.
But if you're checked out, leave. Man or woman.
Whether
leave.
That's because whether if you have kids or not, if you've been in a relationship for 15 years and you don't want all those years to go to waste. If there's so many scenarios on things that you could just do to stay, but it's not healthy, it's not wise, it's not smart, and it's a waste of time. If you are mentally checked out, please leave, exit the relationship, and find yourself.
Find yourself, because again, everybody deserves happiness. Everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves to fucking get the butterflies and be in the place of happiness. So stop settling, ladies. Gentlemen, stop settling. You don't need, there's a gazillion people in this world. I promise you there's going to be somebody for you. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Don't settle. And don't be afraid of the loneliness. And loneliness is scary. We talk about it, but don't be afraid of it, because you end up finding yourself even more during that time.
It becomes such a beautiful thing once you get out of that nasty little rut that you were in. It becomes the best feeling ever. So my thing goes always back to this. Don't waste time.
Don't waste your time. You don't know
when tomorrow's not promised.
Yep. Don't waste your time, and don't waste their time.
And don't waste their time. Absolutely. Like, if you're checked out. And another thing, don't judge someone that you see moving on quickly to the next relationship, because you don't know. That person's been done. You know what I'm saying? And if they find themselves in a great opportunity, I don't think you should lose it because of time. Yeah. Well, I just broke up with my boyfriend a month ago. Yes, sis, but you were done a year ago. So if you find yourself in a great opportunity, take it.
Absolutely. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. That's literally what it is. Follow your heart. And don't let anybody make you feel bad for doing that.
Absolutely. Do what the heck is best for you, because you come to this world alone and you die alone.
Period. Well, on that note, till the next
time.
time. Bye.
Bye.